Thank you so much. Thank you so much for agreeing to do this.
Yeah.
Oh, I
And,
love doing this kind of stuff. And Chris knows
so,
that too.
Oh yeah.
so
Absolutely.
you've been interviewing and doing stuff for a long time.
I have. I've been in I think 3 or 4 magazines now
Oh,
here in the
wow.
Oklahoma City area. Yeah.
Okay, can you tell us some so maybe we can go and find them or
Yes.
refer to it
Absolutely.
or
Hang on, I can pull them up because I think I have them right over here.
look at her. Not look at here. Not look at her, but look at
Mhm.
her.
I've been in the Outlook, Edmond
Okay.
Outlook, and that was no, where is it? Right here.
And show it when you tell it.
Okay, hang on, let me find it here.
Okay.
So I've been in Elevation magazine. I was a featured. See, I still get the magazine, so I gotta find the one I was
Oh,
in.
that's okay. That's okay. We'll find it. We
Yeah,
just want to
I'll
be
look at it.
sure that we just don't want to overlook your accolades and, not
Mhm. Yeah, that's so
give you
sweet.
the glory, or not glory, but you know what I'm trying to
I
say.
know
The
what you're trying to
honor,
say. I get it.
the honor, because if you made it this far, you've labored and it's not right to just not give credit where credit is due. And Chris will tell you that I'm a very big proponent in
Okay.
giving people exactly, this sounds
Yeah,
bad,
here's
giving.
No,
here's
you sound
one
great.
of
I can
them.
hear you. You sound good.
Okay.
You
This is
sound
one
very
of this is
clear.
my own. Yeah, this is my very first one I was in. So these are my very first creations here
Wow.
locally, I should say, because I've been sewing
Wow.
for quite a long time. And this was my
Wow.
first big fashion show.
So where
So
are you from?
I'm from California. Uh, I grew up in the Bay Area, which is, the Silicon
Oakland, San
Valley.
Francisco area.
Yeah, yeah, in San Jose. And then I moved to Sacramento after I got married. And from Sacramento, we moved back to San Jose. And then from San Jose, we moved back to Sacramento. So we've been going back and forth because of my husband's job. And then from Sacramento, we moved here to Oklahoma City. So
Okay. Okay.
it's yeah, it's been a great look. That first year, I ain't gonna lie.
Don't
That
lie.
first year
Don't
here in
lie. Don't
Oklahoma,
get on TV and
look,
lie now.
that first year in Oklahoma, I thought I had moved to God's unforgotten. Oh my God.
What had you done to be forsaken like that?
Right,
Right.
because we had that year we had the worst ice storm. We
Okay.
had the May 3rd tornado, and we had one of the hottest summers that they're
In
on record
recorded
at that
history.
time.
Right, right,
Yes.
right.
So that first year was horrible. It took me almost 4 months to find a home. My kids were, my son had gotten bullied at school, at the temporary school. My my daughter, she's not one. She's my ghetto child, and looky here, she is not one to take much from anybody, and she's already pissed because we had to move her away from her friends and families that she grew up with. And
Mhm.
so some girls tried to jump her because one of their boyfriends had to show her around the school. So the first year was horrible. It was not good. And then once we bought the house and got settled here in Edmond, it calmed down. Now I love Oklahoma. I'm not going to be moving back to California at all. Can't afford it, first of all. Second of all, it's too many dadgum people, too much traffic, and the cost of living is astronomical.
Uh-huh, it
So
is. It is.
I am
It is.
settled here in Edmond, Oklahoma, and I'm fixing up my little house here, and I got some projects going, and I'm happy as a lark. So
Well, very, very,
here
very
I am.
good. Very good. So I probably need your service because I need help with fashion myself.
Oh, well, come
So,
on with it now. Come
Same.
on with it.
Same.
so
Here's
I don't
another
know
one of them.
what Chris has said to you. So I'm
Mhm.
gonna let whoever, I mean, Chris, I'm gonna acquiesce and let you move forward with the interview.
Sure.
Awesome. Awesome.
Terry, could you hold that magazine up, that second one, please?
For sure. The elevation. This is one I was in. I had so much fun on this one because I got the back cover on this one. So that's one of my pieces.
Wow.
And
Wow.
then I had the whole spread. Um, it was so funny because the guy that took these pictures, I was doing fashion shows with, and here's some of them.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
He was enamored with me, I would say, when he seen what I can do. And so he tried to
I
put
bet
me,
it's so elegant.
yeah,
It's
he tried to
so
put me in
elegant.
every show that he had. Like,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I love what I do. I'm not kidding you. I absolutely love what I do.
I love it too. Wow.
And
Wow. I
the,
hope you'll
the
send some of those images to us for our layout.
absolutely,
But I don't know
absolutely.
how much Chris told. Chris, did you tell her what this is about?
No.
Oh,
So
wow.
I was
Okay.
gonna let
Okay,
you
what is this
introduce
about? What are
the
y'all talking
lens.
about?
Yeah.
You haven't given her any indication about what this is about.
No, but
Nope.
she agreed and she trusts me. So
Okay.
I trust you and we trust
Okay.
each
Okay.
other.
So we got a lot of trust going on here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, right. Okay, well,
Okay. So
somebody explain to me.
let me tell you what this is and how you fit in. Because when I
Okay,
tell you what it is, I might have to tell you how you fit in.
okay, that would
So
be
the
good.
name of this agency is a PR firm, and the name of our magazine are very,
Hmm.
very similar. The Gladiator Advocates, and the
Okay.
magazine is Gladiator Advocate. And the PR firm is for arena performers.
Oh,
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
So this is a research firm.
Uh-huh.
I'm Dr. Myrna Roberts. I have a PhD in strategic communication. And so I'm very, very concerned about our arena performers,
Uh-huh.
especially child stars, people that have been in the
Okay.
game a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And so the research is based on athleticism, but
Okay.
hardly any of my clients are athletes. I have poets, senators,
Really? Okay.
doctors, lawyers, Indian chiefs.
Okay.
Yes.
Because every arena is an arena. I mean, every,
Yeah.
and if you've been in it for a while, then you
Mm-hmm.
have had to fight.
That is
And
true.
so what I'm doing is I interview people who I deem, so far, I'm deeming people, interviewing people who I think have made it, who transitioned well and didn't get stuck in the arena. Because when I look out my window, I see homeless people walking,
Mhm.
and
All
those
right.
people are arena performers. If you ask them, oh, I played football. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I was a child star. If I'm in Hollywood, I
Right.
know child stars walking the street.
Mhm.
Right.
So what I'm saying is we have fed our babies to these arenas enough. And I have all kind of research, all kind of documentation to support that. And and so what I do is so far I've looked for people who transition well, who are still in the game and been in the game for a
Okay.
while, because so many people are getting stuck.
Mhm.
But
I can
one
see that.
thing that I'm getting ready to start doing, I'm gonna start putting that microphone in them homeless people's faces, because I
Oh, yeah.
need
That's
people to
cool.
understand that these homeless people, a whole bunch of them, hey, that guy played for the Packers.
Mhm.
Right.
That girl played on Good Morning America for 10 years straight, and she over here
Right.
selling her body in the crack house.
Yep.
Right. Right.
So
Wow. Okay.
this is a whole bunch of research on who make it and why they making it, and who
Okay.
ain't making it and why they not making it. And at the
Okay.
bottom of it is that if you only have one skill set and your whole skill set revolves around you being in that arena, when those lights go out and the people are gone home, your identity went home with them. So anyway,
Okay.
Chris
Okay.
told me that so we're looking at all kind of arenas. This month, we have Jason Lowe, who used to be a U.S. House of Representatives and now is county commissioner.
Right. I know
And
Jason.
okay, so we got Jason. Just
Uh-huh.
barely got him yesterday. Got a good interview with him yesterday. I had someone else planned in mind, and that fell through. So I
Mhm.
had so anyway.
Mhm.
So the way you fit is because the fashion industry, oh my God. You see my hair? I can't find nothing to put on my hair other than stuff you can eat.
Right, right, right.
I can't, I had to cut that thing out of the back. I can't stand that, with the tag in the back. I'm allergic to it. So they killing us
Yeah,
just
yeah,
with fashion. Just,
yeah.
just
Yeah, because my daughter, she's my makeup artist, and
see.
she has tried all types of dyes and perms and colors, and she's allergic to everything. So her hair is turning gray now, and she hates
Well,
it. So she wears a wig.
I wore a blonde fro for years and
Mm-hmm,
recently cut it out and regrew this back. But I'm
hmm
saying that there's a gladiatorial field in the fashion industry, and I don't want to try to define it for you. You said your daughter's an esthetician. Oh my
hmm
God. I ain't got nothing on my face. I have
Right.
nothing on my hair. I consider and I'm saying
Yeah.
that to say that I'm gonna throw this ball to you and you define it because I know you've been in the arena for a while
I
now.
have a
Yeah, I
question.
have been.
I have a question that'll help frame this. And it's
Okay,
a great
Okay.
frame it.
question. Let's go ahead and get into it. It says, who plays coach in your world? Clients, mentors, suppliers, or your own inner voice?
I would say to answer that, my own inner voice dictates a lot of what I do.
Okay.
And the reason why I say that is because I study fashion, I study the trends, I study what colors are coming out before they get out, and I start to decipher which way I want to go. And sometimes, and let me tell you now, sometimes I don't get it right. I don't hit the mark every single time.
Right.
But when I look back on my mistakes, the things that did didn't get right, or like a client didn't really like it, because I have those clients. I've had a few of them that just didn't like it, so I had to regroup.
Mm-hmm.
And when I look back on the thing that I've had to regroup on, I missed a mark every now and again. Not too often, though. I ain't gonna lie, not too often. But when I miss that mark, that tells me I need to go back and rethink what I'm thinking. I don't let people dictate what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Um, Even on my clients, like when my client comes to me, they usually have something in mind of what they want. And,
Mm-hmm.
and that's, I would say, 6 times out of 10, they usually have something what they want. Those
Okay.
other four don't know what they want. So they let me dictate. At that point is when during their consultation, I picked their brain. I like,
Mm-hmm.
have you tried on a trumpet dress? Have you tried on a A-line dress? Have you tried it? What have you tried on? What do you feel comfortable in? And
Mm-hmm.
then I will look at their body shapes, because every garment is not going to look good on everybody.
Right.
So, like I say, when I go back and I look at the things that I've made a mistake on, then I regroup. Then
Mm-hmm.
I look at where that mistake was made, and I try something different. And usually, 9 times out of 10, I'll hit the mark the second time. But I
Right.
also, in the middle of, like, when I know when my client is not happy,
Mm-hmm.
because I know when they are happy, they
Mm-hmm.
get a glow about them that is not, my husband will tell you all the time. He says, because I always call them down, babe, look at this. And they're in the garment, and you can tell by their expression on their face, that they are really liking the way that we're going with it.
Mm-hmm.
But you can also tell on their face when they're not so happy with it. So then that's when I have to regroup.
So that's
So
like
it's
you have a lot of intuition. So what we
yeah.
just defined with your words was a good, it sounds like a good coach.
Mhm.
What do bad coaches, people in your position, what does that look like for the contrast? What does that look like in this arena?
That's a good question. Um, I've seen some people out there that do what I do. They
Mm,
do the formal wear. I don't see too many bridal folks out there. They're just strictly sticking to the formal wear, especially and I just did a show at Langston, and I felt like once I looked at everybody's fashions, I felt out of place because mine is bridal and formal.
mm,
Theirs is hip hop, streetwear, the kind of crazy out of the box stuff. And so when you looked at the fashion show, they had this denim designer who's awesome. I mean, they really awesome. It's just not my style.
mhm,
So when I get into fashion shows, I have to really look to see, is this going to be a good fit for me?
mm,
And I want to say 5 times out of 10 is probably not, because that's what they're doing. I have a lot of people that do t-shirts and they call themselves designers. All they did
mhm.
was design something to go on the front of a t-shirt. That's not a designer. Anybody can do that.
Understood.
Anybody can do that. Anybody can go and pull something off. They can even design it and slap it on a t-shirt. They haven't really designed the garment. And that's what I mean. That's what I look at in a designer. So
What if they cut it? What if they cut that t-shirt and do stuff with it?
yeah, I
Different
mean they
things.
can. But they
But
haven't.
no, that's
They
not
really.
what you do. That's
No,
No,
I got
no.
that's not what I consider a designer. I don't. The people that I consider designers are people that have a concept in mind. They get the materials to do it, and they actually design it, sew it, make it, fit it, and walk it.
Mm,
Mm.
mm.
With a t-shirt, yeah, you can cut it up, do kind of funny things with it, and make it look cute. Is there's no real. I mean, they just got a t-shirt.
Absolutely.
They haven't started from scratch. Like if they
Mm,
made the t-shirt, that's different. Now
mhm.
they've made a t-shirt. But when you take a t-shirt and you cut it up and then you tie it here or tie it there, or that's not designed to me.
Not designed.
It's more like modifications, right?
That,
Yeah.
exactly.
It's not coming from a
That's a good
sketch.
word. Modification.
It's like you're just
Yes.
modifying something. You're
They
not creating.
modified that t-shirt.
So what you've explained to me is that you don't like, and I don't either, being thrown into an arena that you don't really even fit. That's not even where I wasn't even supposed to be here,
I
kind of
wasn't.
thing.
I mean, this
Because
last one, I
when
can truly say I
what you're
wasn't.
doing is not the same thing. You
Right.
look
Right.
like you're doing what they're doing, but they're not doing what you're doing. And I
Mm-mm.
fit into that category a lot, so
Mm-mm.
I can really understand that.
Yeah.
Really
Yeah.
understand
And
that.
my husband told me, Terry, you just need to stop, because the next fashion show that I get into will be either a bridal show or formal show. It's not going to be any more this denim and hip hop and streetwear and stuff like that. Now, I will say I can do those things. It's just not where I want to be.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I choose to be where I want to be.
Mhm.
And I have a saying that I truly live by, especially in these later years of life that I'm living now, is I do what I love and I love what I do.
I love it.
And nobody's going to take me away from that.
I love it. Okay, a good question to transition to help define the pressure. Question here I have is on a scale of 1 to 10, how loud is the pressure during weddings / once in a lifetime garments? Since we're talking about bridal wear in your transition.
Mhm.
Yeah, this is Super
Also,
Bowl. This your
Yeah.
Super Bowl. What?
yes, that's the Super Bowl, the pressure, the
Yeah.
arena has pressure. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how loud is the pressure during the once in a lifetime things? And also what can turn it down 2 notches?
Wow. Okay, so I read your question and I started thinking about that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's pressure because I only do one bride at a time.
Okay.
And there's a couple of reasons behind that. First of all, it's just me.
Mm.
If I take on too many clients, I don't get things done and they're not done correctly.
Mm-hmm.
When I take on a bride, I want her to know that she's my only person that I'm working on, so I can give her that attention for that very special day. And I'll give you a true story that happened to me about 4 or 5 years ago. So I have always been looking for someone that I can bring on when I have multiple clients. Someone who can come in here and pin and cut for me, or hand stitch something down, or just do my finishing work, and I'll teach them. I thought I had found that person. She makes jewelry, and she was doing fairly well, but she had some mental issues. Okay. She would
Mm.
come over here and sit till 1, 2 o'clock in the morning doing everything I needed her to do. And I've always paid people. It's like, I don't expect people to do anything for free. Time is money and money is time. So I was paying her. So it was prom season. I had 8 prom dresses, and a dear friend of mine called, said, Terry, I have a bride that I need you to do because you can't find this dress. I said, perfect. I said, but I am working on prom dresses, but I can get it done. I gave this young lady 2 weeks to do some hand stitching for me on that bridal gown. Plenty of time to have it to her within a week's time of her wedding. In the meantime, I'm working on these prom dresses. 2 days before the wedding, I still don't have it. I'm calling her and calling, like, she said, I'm getting it done. I'm getting it done. So I'm expecting it to be done, like, any day. She calls me and she says, I didn't get it done. It's 2 days prior to the wedding. She brings it over to me, and she is right. She got nothing done. She's had it for 2 weeks. So now I got 2 days to finish this very elaborate wedding dress and 4 prom dresses. And I did not get that dress done the way it should have been.
Goodness. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
No, when I tell
Yeah.
you, I take that to heart. I really take it to heart when I can't do what I promise I'm going to do. It pains me. I don't sleep. It's just overwhelming for me
Mm-hmm.
when I can't get something done because I've relied on someone else. Pay him for it, expect it to be done in a timely fashion so I can finish doing what I need to do. And she didn't do it. And I stayed up for those 2 days trying to get that dress done. And I got it done, but it wasn't done to the best of my ability.
Good. Okay, so what would turn some pressure? What would turn the pressure down in a situation like that? That's really high stakes. What would take
Yes,
just 2 notches?
yes. Couple of things. I know this is for me. That question is definitely directed for me because my husband tells me all the time, Terry, your time management sucks. I'm like, I know. I want to please everybody. I want to do everything everybody wants. And so I overpromise. No, I don't overpromise. I overbook myself. And so I
Ah,
stay up for nights and night. I mean, I can be up 3 days, 3 nights straight trying to get it done.
mm.
And that's not good for me because then I crash and burn right after that. And that's not good for my health.
No, it's not. And
So,
I've witnessed when you were in work mode and it was intense. It was
mhm.
it was hot down there.
Yep.
you you had the garage door open because
Yep.
it's time to get something done.
I gotta get it done. I don't care. I'll come hell or high water. I gotta get it done. And so if I if I don't overbook myself, I'm perfectly fine. I know how to get it done and get it done. I try to have things to people at least 5 days before they need it. Um, Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. And then the second one is I'm a perfectionist.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I want to do, I take things just like right now for this fashion show that I just did. These dresses required so much handwork. Like I worked on one dress for 40 hours just in handwork, not putting the dress together. Matter of
That's
fact,
nuts.
this little piece right here, you see right here, this is all hand stitched down.
Goodness.
Hours and hours. It's all, and it goes down here too. That's all hand stitched down.
That's
And then,
incredible.
yeah, and then you have to trim off the excess, all of the, I mean, it's so much detailed work. It's unbelievable.
And this is part of the arena where it's just the dexterity. I can't imagine not just the physical dexterity, but the mental that you got
Mm-hmm,
to come back to this. And then
mm-hmm.
when you're working, I know I've seen you work and I've watched you. You'll work, and as you're working, you'll catch other things, and then you'll
Mm-hmm.
have to do it. So it's
Yep.
not just a linear process; it's a back and forth.
No,
Uh,
it's never just one little thing. And look at this one right here. I don't know if you can see it very well. This right here on this dress here, I paid someone $250 to hand stitch all of this down on these things right here.
that's very impressive. Goodness,
So now all I got to do is just, finish putting it together.
right?
But I mean, that's how much detail that goes into my garments. And I pride myself on that. When you get a garment from me, um, 9.5 times out of 10, it's just that 0.5%. It has so much detail, and and there's some sayings that that I grew up with that my mom taught me when she was teaching us how to sew. She said you have to look just as good going as you do coming. So that
That
means something in the back of that dress has to say, "Baby, I'm here," and "Baby, I'm leaving."
so
Okay,
it's like an advertisement on the front and the back. It was
and the
something,
back. And then
right,
she also told me your garment needs to look just as good on the inside as it does on the outside, meaning it needs to be fully lined. You don't need to see no raw edges, no threads hanging, no
Mhm.
loose buttons.
Mhm.
Uh, Everything needs to be neat and clean inside and out.
Absolutely,
And that is just the detail that I give my clients.
absolutely. Now to move forward in defining things and having you define things, I mean your arena.
Hmm.
Every arena has injuries. So
Hmm.
fashion, it's burnout. It looks like burnout, creative block, or a tough review. What
Hmm.
your injury and how did you rehab?
Um, my injury is probably burnout, especially during prom season.
Okay.
Um,
You can really hurt yourself sitting at
yes,
that sewing machine for long periods of time. I
yes,
also
I
have
have
the
to get up
carpal
and move.
tunnel and all kinds of other things too.
Yeah, yeah,
So
because I sit for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. And that's not good for me because I need to get up and move. My feet start to swell up and I'm sitting, I'm eating, I'm snacking. And that's another thing. Weight gain during prom season is ridiculous because I don't have time to be cooking. I don't have time to be stopping. I got to keep going on this sewing machine. So I'm nibbling on potato chips and candies. And so it's not good for me. I need to have a full-fledged meal so I don't have to all this snacking and stuff that I do.
Right.
And so I really learned that these last few years because I have put on the weight because literally I'll just be sitting all day long, all day and
Absolutely.
all night.
And it's just the comfort. So that can cause all sorts of problems,
Right,
just longevity. Um,
right.
but the fact that you're going speaks to a testament of you just taking care of business.
I'm
Um,
taking care of my
I
business.
know. Let's say so. A lot of folks know of you, but what is one reputation you've earned on purpose, and what's one you're still shaping?
Fit. The fit of my garment is going to fit your body and it's going to fit like if someone walked up with some of the same curves that you have, similar to your body, height and weight, the garment that I make for you is not going to fit them as good as it's going to fit you.
Mm,
I don't even start sewing a stitch until I pin that garment on you.
that's awesome.
It won't happen. So, like, and here's the funny thing. I rarely get a chance to sew for myself.
Really?
I can't even tell you the last thing I made for myself. I can't even
Really?
tell you.
What's the most
I don't have
common
time.
thing? What's the most common item thing that you're making? What's the thing that's common? Is it dresses that you do?
Dresses, yeah, formal wear.
Formal wear. Okay.
Mhm.
So you're not gonna
Yeah.
sew too much formal wear for yourself.
No, I used to way back when I didn't have as many clients as I have now, but now I might buy a dress and modify it. I've done that.
Cut up the t-shirt.
I'll be honest. That's what I've done. The last
I
couple of
understand.
times, I had to modify a dress. So, because when I buy stuff, I have to buy it a little bit bigger. So then I got to take it in, and every single time it's too long. So now I got to hem it.
Right.
And man, that's annoying trying to pin a garment on yourself. So
I can understand. Okay. And
yeah,
we'll land the
it's annoying.
plane on this question because I don't want to take too much of your time, and I appreciate every
Mhm.
moment. But the question here is, who is your true audience? The wearer, the camera, the community, or your younger self learning to sew?
I would say the wearer is my audience.
Okay.
Yeah. The
So,
person that wears that gown, because like I say, once they get the garment, once we start the process, I can tell you I've got video of people trying their things on for the first time and me pinning stuff on them for the first time. And you could see the exuberance in their facial expressions, their whole demeanor. They like, oh my God, I can feel this. I can see it. It's coming together. They're excited. They're
right.
very, very excited about what's getting ready to happen. Whether it was I've done birthday parties, I've done 50th birthday parties, I've done 75, I've done congresswomen, I've done preachers' wives, mothers of the brides, bridesmaids, flower girls, prom goers, pageant wearers.
Mhm.
Uh, I've even done some of my church ladies. We had functions that we did a fashion show for Southwestern Christian College up in Terrell, Texas,
Mhm.
and I was it's funny. I was I haven't done it in a while, but when I first started doing it, they just wanted me to do it. I'm
Mhm.
like, I don't want to do 15 gowns. I'll do 5, maybe 10. 15 is a bit much, but then they didn't want anybody else to do the fashion show but me. And I'm like, oh my God, I know that's an honor, but baby, let me tell you, that was one of the years where I was like, oh my God, I'm going to lose my mind.
Mhm.
Because I had the students, and this was the tricky part of that one, is because they're in Terrell, Texas, I'm in Edmond, Oklahoma. So I just had to take measurements and pray that they fit
Right.
somewhere in a good fitting when I brought it, because they had to be finished. I couldn't
Right.
bring my sewing machine and all the other stuff, to do first fitting, second fitting, and all that. No, I couldn't do
Right.
that. So I had to pray, and luckily it worked out okay. They weren't like now, like
Right.
they weren't that good of a fit, but they fit, so it turned out okay. But
Absolutely.
yeah, the wearer is my audience, because then that's how I've gotten a lot of my business, is word of mouth.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's seriously word of mouth,
I
especially
believe.
in prom. I keep mentioning prom because prom is my busiest season.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a young lady right now. She's already booked me for prom. She's like, because I tell people, look, for an April prom, you better hit me December, January, because by
Good.
January I'm
Good.
booked. I can't
Yep.
take anymore.
Yep.
So the wearer is definitely my audience.
I love it. With the
Yeah.
word, and I believe what you just said, the word of mouth and
Mhm.
wearer being your focus are
Mhm.
hand in hand, because the wearer having that exuberance, just wearing, even when you tailor
Mhm.
my clothes, like when you tailor
Mhm.
my stuff, I stand straight up and I tell people, hey, I look this good because I had help.
Mhm.
They're gonna
Yeah.
ask me with that glow. So it's kind of like you're advertising
Yeah, it
not
is.
just your clothing, but the feeling that you pull out of them is
Yeah.
gonna radiate outwards. And that's where I've
Yeah.
heard your name from people that I've known for years. I'm like, oh, this Terry helped me alter. And they're going, Terry, the one that does the fashion. We're talking about you. And I'm like, and
Mhm.
and I'm gonna
Yeah.
send you that footage that I have of your.
Please, I want to see.
Yes, I want to send that to you. But yeah, it was one. Yes, but Terry, I
Yeah.
appreciate you. It's about 2:30.
Is it? Ah, shoot, we can
I
talk
know
all
we've
day.
been having it. I am out of questions, and thank you so much for your
Is
time.
it something else that you want to add that
Yes.
would
Well,
help us to identify like correlation between what you do and an arena performer? And when I'm saying arena performer, I mean anybody like an actor, actress, pageants, those pageant ladies,
Mm.
yeah.
cheerleaders, all of that work. And I'm considering sport, even chess club, glee club, all of that is sport to me because I was taking
Right.
a few notes and just a couple that one of the things that makes women or makes fashion or pageants or any cheerleading, any
Mhm.
of those sports way harder than people know is because
Oh, let me
girls are
tell you.
not nice.
Yeah, they're
They
not.
not nice. And
Mm-mm,
while
they're
they
not.
looking pretty, they doing ugly.
Hmm. Yeah, I had. It's funny that you say that because there was three girls about 3 years ago that all they were friends, right? And
Mhm.
then there was this another girl that, matter of fact, it was the daughter of that bride I was just talking about. She after I explained to her what happened, she understood and she didn't hold it against me. I apologized, told her whatever you need from now on, just give me a call. We'll work it out. But her daughter it was a very strong-willed young lady. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you the story. So Paige, she came to me and she was going to junior prom. So I'm like, okay, cool. She had a dress in mind. And I said, what's your budget? I love the people that don't have a budget. When they don't have a budget, then I can go hog wild.
Come on.
Look, because I say that's one of my first questions. When do you need it? And what is your budget?
Mhm.
Those are the two questions I need to know at our first meeting. Because what I do is when I start looking once we design the gown and I start looking for fabrics, I need to stay in your budget because I don't want to go over your budget because I want you to pay me what you're supposed to pay me.
Correct.
And everything needs to be paid before it walks out the door because I've been burnt way too many times. I don't take checks. You put the money in my cash mode, Venmo, whatever you want to, but it needs to be paid for before you walk out the door. So she didn't have a budget. So I said, well, I'm getting ready to go to Los Angeles. Now, I don't know if you know, but Los Angeles has an endless amount of fabric stores that have anywhere from 50 cents a yard, which trust and believe that 50 cents a yard I can use, all the way up to $1,000 a yard fabric. And when I go there, when I go to Arizona and I spend some time with my sister who lives there, we make a trip to Los Angeles. It's only 5 hour drive. That's nothing for me. I'll drive forever to go to Los Angeles. So we spend the whole day. We leave at 5 a.m. We get there around 10 when stuff is already open and it's on and cracking. My mom usually goes. She has her little scooter, so she don't have to walk. She can scoot anywhere we go. Now, last time we went, she knocked over a whole bunch of ramps because she lost control. It was funny, but it wasn't funny. So, anyways, she says, whatever you find, just let's do it. I said, okay, when I get there, I'm going to show you what I'm thinking. I found this beautiful fabric. I'm telling you, that fabric was gorgeous. It was almost $900. She said, okay. I called her up on the phone, showed her the fabric. She approved it. I bought it. She sent me the money. I bought it. Bam. I'm like, I'm coming back. I'm juiced, right? $900. That's a lot of money for fabric. Okay.
Correct.
But this fabric was gorgeous. And so I came home. I designed a beautiful gown and she didn't like it. She did not like anything about it. I said, well, baby, you just spent $900 on fabric. She goes, I don't like it. I'm like,
Wow.
okay. So I called her mom up and she said, well, give her what she wants. I said, okay. Well, then I went online. I found some fabric she liked. She spent another probably $250. So she didn't spend almost $1,150 on fabric. Okay. That's not including my fee. That was just fabric.
Right.
And so I designed this dress for her, what she wanted, to the T, in the color she wanted. It looked great. Here's the caveat. I tell people all the time, I only do one-of-a-kind pieces. Like once I make that dress, I'm not making it again.
Mm-hmm.
Because I want you to be an individual. I want you to have your own individual look coming from me. So I may modify it. It may change colors. It may lose a sleeve. The bottom might be different. I'm going to do something different. So it's never going to be the same. So made this dress, right?
Mm-hmm.
Her mom calls me and said, yeah, Paige's dress looks great. I said, well, what do you want to do with this other fabric? She goes, well, you can have it. I'm like, baby, say less. $900 of fabric, I'm
Right.
going to make some kind of money off of.
Right.
And she said, yeah, Paige loved her dress, blah, blah, blah. Did you make the other girl's dress? I'm like, what do you mean, did I make the other girl's dress? She said, yeah, her friend's dress. Did you make her friend's dress? I said, no, why? She said, oh, well, they look alike. I'm like, what? They look who?
Oh.
She said, yeah, they look just alike. I'm like, I'm going to strangle your daughter's neck. She know I only make one-of-a-kind pieces. I'm not trying to copy no other designer. I get inspiration from them, but I
Right.
don't copy them.
Correct.
Because their design is their design.
Correct.
You want their design, go buy their dress.
Correct.
I was so mad at her. That dress looked exactly like the one I made.
So it's safe to say that Mrs. Owens isn't a fan of making replicas.
No.
That's a good distinction.
Not at all.
Because I didn't think about that, but that is an absolute young person's thing to do. It's it's not young, I would say. It's just kind of a new age thing that's more popular to try to get a designer to dupe or make super replicas, as they say now.
Yeah.
A super replica, which is just a really good copy. It's kind of disrespectful to both artists. And
it really is.
I understand it, but that's something I didn't think about in the arena.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't like to duplicate. I use pictures. I go online and I use pictures as inspiration.
Right.
I will never copy another designer's dress because they spent the time to design it, to make it, manufacture it, whatever. That is theirs.
Mm-hmm.
I want people to have mine. I want my light to shine, not someone else's.
That speaks really well to your creative process, and it shows your artistry. So that's that's something that's really good for people to know. Yeah.
Yeah. So if there is one thing I want people to know, well, there's two things.
Mm-hmm.
I only make one-of-a-kind pieces. Okay. And the fit of your gown or garment is going to fit you like it's your skin. Like you won't. I've been in dresses where I've purchased dresses and I see other people wear, like if you're doing a strapless dress. I don't like to do strapless dresses for a couple of reasons, because you're doing this, you're pulling up your dress, because a lot of times it's out of a beaded or sequence fabric, and those fabrics are heavy. You get 6 yards of fabric that's got weight to it, and it's just going to come down. So I'll put like a strap, a shoulder strap, or a hidden strap, or something in it that you don't have to pull. And if you're doing pulling up all night long, you're not comfortable.
Correct.
It's uncomfortable. You look crazy doing this all night long because your dress keeps slipping down. So the fit will always fit you like nobody's other fit. Like
Absolutely.
And I'm reasonable. I'm very, very reasonable. I don't charge as much as some other designers. I know I don't charge as much as the high end fashion designers, but
Mhm.
my stuff is just as good as theirs.
Absolutely.
But I
And
want to make it affordable, especially for my prom goers. A lot of these girls have these little jobs that they work at McDonald's or at a store or something, so they don't have a lot of money. And I've known parents that really are scrimping and I mean, they are really trying to make that year special for their daughters, and they don't have a lot of money. So I make it affordable. I make it, you can have easy payments.
Mhm.
Again, as long as it's paid for before it walks out my door.
Sure.
So I make it easy for people to pay me because I've been burned so many times. I
Mm.
don't take checks anymore. I had this one lady, I made some chair covers for her little daughter theme party, and she gave me a check. And I went to go cash that check, and they like, we don't even have this bank account open. That lady was gone. Couldn't find her. I was out of $300. And I went to go set up the dadgum chair
Wow.
covers.
That just well, that comes with
Mhm.
that shows the determination to pull through
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
in that trust that we are. It's a high trust that you well, you're still
Yeah.
trust, but just safeguards. Well,
Yeah.
I don't have anything else. Did you have anything else, Dr. Roberts?
I don't have anything else. I'm good.
Well, I
I
appreciate the
hope that
opportunity.
I think that we've covered a lot of bases.
We
I
did.
And
think so. Yeah.
I think all we really need now is a good picture of her for the front cover, a
Of
good picture
course.
of, you know,
I have
some of
some.
her
I was
fashion.
trying to pull them up on my computer, but my computer died on me. So I have another one. My husband just bought me another computer, and I'll get those over to you ASAP.
Okay.
Sounds so
I
great.
can schedule a time to come grab you, Terry. Just something
Yeah,
along.
well, I'd like to
Okay.
take her to lunch or something like
Oh,
that.
I love that.
Because you know what? I wear lots and lots of suits, and none of them fit right.
Okay, well then you need to come on over to my spot so I can get your suits to fit you.
Not,
That
not,
So
not
you.
one of them fits like I want it to fit. Not one of them, because my breast area.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
anyways, so I've been looking for someone for years, not just months, years. And she's doing this. So, we got to get together. We
That's
yes.
gotta,
sweet.
I'm gonna count on Chris to make that happen. And that way I
Okay.
don't overstep.
Sure.
So, we'll go ahead and I'm done. I appreciate it. Bless you for coming. Thank
Hey,
you
Oh,
so much.
it
And
was absolutely a blessing for me. I appreciate you guys even in wanting to talk to me. I really do. It
oh,
means a lot to me that people out there can hear my story. And,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah,
it
yeah.
does. It means a lot.
So you didn't tell us much about your husband, but
I
you
would love to
talked
talk about
about
my
him quite a
husband.
bit. I mean, he might be your coach because he's saying,
He's my
man,
biggest fan besides my mom and my sister.
okay,
He was so mad because they didn't introduce me at this last fashion show. I mean, he was pissed. He was mad. And he just kept going on and on and on. I'm like, babe, there's nothing we can do about it now. Okay. I was
yeah,
standing there waiting for them to introduce me and they didn't. So I had to go, look, it is what it is.
well, we're
My
gonna
work.
introduce you.
Yeah.
We're gonna
yes, we
introduce
are.
you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh
And
yeah.
and you know what? My work stands for itself. So when people see my work, they know it's my work now. You
Mhm.
know, even the models, man,
Yeah, I know.
it is so nice because when I do a fashion show, even the models that don't even know me just they show me respect, and
Mhm.
that says a lot in this
Well,
world because I've seen some models just get real ugly with designers because they just didn't respect them. But I
Mhm.
can
yeah.
honestly say every time I've done a show, I've got much respect even from the ones I don't know, and that means a lot to me.
Absolutely.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
So
Well, I hope if we have more questions, then we'll have access to you to ask you.
you sure do.
Okay. Okay.
You
Well,
sure
then,
do.
thank you so much again. I'm gonna bow out here, but
All
thank you
right.
so much for even just allowing us into your home.
Oh, you're
So
so welcome.
it's amazing and it's important. So I'm gonna, Chris, are you done?
I am done. It was
Okay.
beautiful.
Well, as soon
So
as I
appreciate
get this uh ready, this video,
Mhm.
I'll send it to Chris and hopefully he'll send it straight to you.
Of course.
I, I would love that. I would appreciate that. And Miss Myrna, well, look, when you get ready to
I'm
get those
ready
seats,
now. What do you
what,
mean?
what you waiting for then? I'm right
Girl,
here.
okay, give me your address. Look, I ain't gonna wait on Chris. I'm gonna impose. What's
Okay.
your phone number?
And my phone number is 405
Mm-hmm.
206.
Wait, I'm gonna cut this. I'm gonna stop this.
Stop the recording.